Hello guys, 578 here.
Hey you guys, it's Sable Knight, and welcome to the second part of our Halloween.
Yes, we're gonna watch something scary.
Well, he wanted me to react to something, and it's this top 22 non-gaming creepypastas.
We would have done 60, but it's just too damn long.
Yeah, plus I want to play the game Bravely Default. Please tell me whether that game is good. I really want to know. But
it's horrible.
Shut up.
Worst game ever.
Anyway, I guess we'll get into it. I really don't know much about creepypastas, but
alright, it's just. You want me to explain it very quickly?
Yeah, why not?
It's basically like scary stories, but like on the internet. It just gets spread around the internet.
Oh, so like Ben Drowned.
Yeah, no, that's gaming. That's gaming. This is like real life stuff.
Oh.
Basically, yeah. So let's begin. And warning.
This video contains disturbing content.
Thanks for telling me. I wouldn't have figured that out myself.
And sudden loud noises.
Did you have figured that out?
Viewer discretion advised.
The fuck?
Creepypastas are essentially internet horror stories.
Okay, this guy says it better than me.
On forums and other sites to disturb and frighten readers and viewers. Creepypastas are sometimes supplemented with pictures, audio, or video footage related to the story. Typically with gory, distorted, or otherwise shocking content.
Is that My Little Pony?
We covered a few in our top 20 creepy urban game legends.
Yeah, that's the one.
And so those stories
Is that Squidward?
Yep.
These, however, are the top 20.
That got its own list. The cartoons got their own list.
Creepypastas.
I don't want to hear it.
So this is the top 22. Why 22? Ask the creator, I guess. Here, back up a little bit.
Numero 22?
Creepybot.
Creepybot?
Cleverbot is an interesting website wherein users can talk to a computer program that learns from talking with people. If you look at some of the Turing test results for it, Cleverbot has achieved a 59% human rating. Clearly, it's getting smarter as we talk to it. But over the time it's been out, people have been getting some pretty creepy and in some cases downright disturbing conversations.
You heard of Cleverbot?
Yeah,
For instance,
I think so.
Several people have encountered the entity of Ben, and has given some pretty compelling evidence to say that he was murdered. Also, sometimes the site will say such creepy things like, I know where you live, I watch you at night.
This is a little weird for
and
Cleverbot.
to the point of even, I'm going to murder you.
What?
Stay tuned at the end of this video for some creepy conversations with Tats and Cleverbot.
No. Wow.
Haha, nope. 21.
Huh.
God's mouth.
During a mountaineering adventure, a man and a woman entered a mysterious cave, which was labeled God's Mouth.
Why?
Despite the warnings around the
What
entrance, they explored the lone cave. The man soon feels a warm wall before letting go of the woman's hand and allowing her to disappear further into the cave. He started to call for her and look around, but before he knew it, he was alone and he was trapped with nothing but four walls surrounding him. After a few hours, he began to accept his oncoming mortality. He sat and felt the wall touch his back and began to cry. As his torch lost its last ounce of light, it shone on a painted red hand as the God's mouth devoured its last prey.
What? Stop it. I don't get it.
That doesn't matter. It gets better.
Okay.
Marina.
Oh, this is the video. I did the video on this.
There was a video on YouTube named Marina Mordegard Glesgorn. If you search for this, you will probably find nothing. The few times you will, you'll just see a 20-second video of a man staring at you, expressionless, then grinning for the
I
last
literally
2
made a
seconds.
video based exactly on this.
This is actually only part of the video. The full video lasts 2 minutes, and was removed by YouTube after 153 people who viewed the video either slashed marks on their arms, gouged out their eyes, or committed suicide in various ways. The cryptic encryption they caused has not yet been
But playing
decided.
Sonic Boom?
YouTube periodically put up the first 20 seconds of the video to quell suspicions, so that people wouldn't go looking
Or in
for
Felipe's case, play NBA 2K16.
The video itself was only viewed by one YouTube staff member, who started screaming after about 45 seconds.
Huh.
19.
Ed and Eddie, the lost episode.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That episode 34 of the Cartoon Network series Ed, and Eddie was released 1 week early.
You think we should watch the new version instead of this?
EST.
You fucking kidding me?
Many people reported
Nothing.
that this episode
We'll watch the new version, it's probably better.
It's alright.
And unlike the usual episodes, the quality of it was mediocre compared to the show's regular standards. It was even reported that a line was running up and down the screen.
You like the show?
Similar to a degrading VHS
Wait, do you watch
tape.
Ed and Eddie?
I used to see when I was a kid.
It began with Eddie and Ed walking down the street without Double D. Eddie looked angry and with red around his irises, and Ed had tears in his eyes, as if something sad had just happened. After that, it changes to a claymation sequence of Double D sleeping in his bed. This scene was seen from a bird's eye view. The scene changes once again, this time to Jimmy and Sarah at the dentist.
The dentist.
Once that
Can't get
ended,
any
it
scarier
cut
than
to
that.
commercials.
Commercials.
When the show came back, it showed a hairy Rolf fisting a cow
Fisting
on a
a...
loop.
Oh, at the...
What the?
The scene changes once more, this time to Naz, sitting on her couch reading a magazine.
Oh my god, she's reading.
Johnny
That's
then
probably
gets
the
up
only-
under Naz's couch and crawls out on all fours, in a way you would usually see in a cartoon.
Right.
That's just like the
Odd
only
thing about
normal
it
person on the
is that
show.
his
She's
eyes
reading a magazine,
appear to
even
be
the
missing.
scary thing.
And all of a sudden, Johnny started swallowing Naz's head,
What?
and it
Sounds like
changed to the
SpongeBob
final
stuff.
scene. Double D laying on Eddie's floor for the remainder of the episode.
I wonder what he's doing. Taking a nap? 18.
The Grifter.
The Grifter is an alleged video that was
That
first
one's pretty
mentioned
stupid.
somewhere on X.
I gotta admit, this one's pretty stupid.
Watching it is said to be a soul-rendering experience, far more horrible than anything one could imagine. These images are said to contain
Nah,
some of the
I've seen worse. I've seen
screenshots
Connor's
shown
videos.
in the video. The few that have watched it are said to have been killed in their own homes, with only one thing in common: a strange
Well,
doll
we're in an apartment now, so
somewhere
we're
in
pretty
the
good.
house.
You might go
There's
to
a
the wrong
message
floor.
by the end of the video in a constructed internal
Actually, picture we
auxiliary
watch this and the guy just goes to the
language,
wrong floor.
and
like,
says,
Walks into these
"This
two old
child
people.
is still alive and lives in a local shelter whose name was not given. He never spoke and still
Not
is
given.
catatony."
Or you're just too lazy to not figure out. Or you're just too lazy to figure out his name.
I really don't like this video, honestly. I think it's kind of stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new version for a reason, I guess.
During this episode of The Simpsons,
How? Why is this one
Family's
filled with
on a
cartoon
plane ride,
creepypastas?
and Bart, as you would guess, is fooling around. But suddenly, he stumbles back and
How? Why'd I
breaks
pick
one of the
this video to
plane
react
windows
to?
Stop
being
using
quickly
friggin' just
sucked out.
dramatic. Like, stop trying to
After it
talk
cuts,
dramatically. It's
family
really
show
kind of
crowded
just
around
pissing me
Bart's
off.
Dramatically? What do you mean dramatically?
I'm trying to talk in a dramatic tone.
Me?
mortified body
Them.
I can do it too.
perfectly still on the ground.
Connor.
In the following act,
VGU
the family is sitting at the
great.
dining room table.
Do I sound
crying.
dramatic enough for you?
After this, the family is shown terribly thin at the graveyard.
You like The
visiting
Simpsons?
Bart's grave.
What?
Do you like The
Soon
Simpsons?
after, you see
They're okay.
lots of tombstones. All of them with names and dates of all the guest stars shown in the entire Simpsons series.
That's literally
Some
impossible.
of which had not even been on yet, including Michael Jackson, with the correct date of his actual death,
I wonder
before
how.
panning onto silent credits.
Silent credits. Oh, it's so scary. She has eyes. 16, my lucky number. Better not disappoint me with 16.
Username 6.
And they disappointed me. Screw you guys.
This video shows what happens when you search for the username 666.
They screwed my lucky number over.
This
one's just freaking stupid.
One of which
I knew I should have pushed the updated version. This is just so old.
Contained a virus that changed all text to sixes. When you search for 666 and refresh the page a couple of times, the background turns hellish. The videos turn creepy, and it is just horrible. If
It
you
is
click
just
on one of the
horrible.
videos,
Don't do
you
it.
won't be able to close, back up, pause, or shut down your computer.
It looks like Zygos.
And
Who?
it works, but sometimes.
Is this some video game character I never heard of?
Probably.
Take the risk.
You probably never heard of Zygos.
That's fine.
Nah.
But it messes up computers.
I'm kind of desensitized at this point because I've seen Zygos before, and all that feeling of like horror was kind of done there, and I'm kind of desensitized by him,
Oh.
and I'm desensitized
Yeah,
by
shut
him.
down, shut down, shut down, shut down. If you're a PC user, then this bother you.
It is impossible to escape with the Zygos.
Yeah, that. Okay, 15. Disappoint me, it's Charmers.
To the mind.
Actually, no, this is not disappointing, actually.
1983, a team of
If anything, this should be the higher ranked.
that a human without any of his five senses would be able to perceive the presence of God. They thought the five senses clouded
This one's
our
probably gonna
awareness
compel to you.
of eternity, and without them, we could contact God. The test was conducted on an elderly man who had nothing left to live for.
To
They
die.
cut off all sensory nerve connections to his brain. 2 days later, the man claimed that he could hear his dead wife speaking to him.
Plot twist, he didn't have a
Scientists
wife.
found this interesting, but weren't convinced, until he began to name dead relatives of the scientist and their personal information. After a full week of having many dead voices in his head, the man became distressed and on the verge of insanity. He began hurting himself, asking for sedatives so he could fall asleep to stop the voices. Sleeping worked for 3 days, until he began having severe night terrors, hearing the deceased in his dreams. 2 days later, the man could no longer form regular sentences and was classified as insane. He was tied to a table to prevent suicide and began crying. This kept up for 2 weeks. During one study session,
What would happen if you got lost all
the man
five
turned
senses?
his head and focused one eye on a scientist for the first time in the study. Even though he was believed to be blind, he said, "I have spoken with God, and he has abandoned us." Then his vitals stopped, and he dropped dead.
What?
I'm actually curious what would happen if you got rid of all your senses.
SCP Foundation.
Oh my
The
god, this one's...
SCP Foundation
This one got its
is
own
an
list.
organization with a murky past.
So stupid.
The Foundation has numerous doctors, researchers, and agents aiming to understand and catalog anomalous objects.
What?
D-class
Aliens.
personnel,
Oh.
recruited from death row inmates, are used for human testing in almost every aspect.
Man, this looks
The
stupid.
Foundation
I told you it's
collects
stupid. This is
and
why the
protects
Gateway to the Mind should have been more up on the list.
from getting into the hands of others.
It's a shame they put this over Gateway.
SCP-173 was the first SCP object written and served as the inspiration for the project. It's described to be a statue-like entity
Looks like
that
a
cannot
broken
move
carnival
while in direct
thing.
eyesight,
See,
but will kill its
nobody needs to
victim
worry
by
about
breaking
this
the
shit.
neck, if not constantly observed. Other SCPs include SCP-682,
It's a dog.
which is a sentient, indestructible, highly adaptive reptilian creature,
It's a
accompanied
dog.
by a picture dating back to a news article in 2006, is one of the most popular SCPs on the wiki.
13. The unlucky number 13. Android 13.
The holders.
Huh?
The holders
This one is the stupidest on the list.
creepypastas accounting for the possible ways of gathering different sets of magic items up to 138.
You know, I'm just remembering how stupid it is until we get to 10.
Former owner forever.
It's really it really starts until we get to 10.
To the world once put together. Nobody really knows these objects are real,
This isn't even a creepypasta. This is like a urban legend.
Exist in our world that yearn for reunion.
Oh man, I hate.
Speculation.
I hate all these conspiracies.
Part of what makes the Holder story so enticing is the possibility.
I'm sorry, guys, that I seem uninterested, but I'm just like, I'm not.
He's not a fan of this video.
I'm not a fan of this video because I'm not into all this stuff. Because I don't deal in legends and myths. I deal in facts.
Facts.
These seekers have set out
Or
three main reasons: to
like
seek for power,
nothing's truly a fact. I think.
or to seek
Oh yeah,
for
it's 2 + 2 =
Their
4.
goals are known to mutants,
Bitch.
Some places it doesn't.
villains, and monsters.
Don't you sass me, you motherfucker.
that just harm prevails over these foes.
Some people don't even know what the word 2 means. Okay, I'll stop
Some
talking.
people don't know what the phrase "these nuts" means.
SuicideMouse.av.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Suicide Mouse. It's a lost
I
episode
uploaded this on my channel.
It's widely seen as the fourth father of the entire lost episode genre.
You know, Mickey.
The story is based off of an old, unseen Mickey Mouse episode.
Yeah, I
The
made fun
video
of this on my
starts
channel
off
for like
with the
5
sad
days, and
Mickey
then I took it
Mouse
off.
walking down a never-ending street, while random piano keys are heard playing in the background. After some minutes of him walking, however, the video starts to become corrupted, with the keyboard replaced with static. The video blacks out for a whole 4 minutes while a low gurgling sound.
4 minutes?
more and more
God,
audible.
some people don't even have
The
that
sound of a
patience.
horrific female scream starts playing, along with the famous mouse smirking. The building
call that a
and
smirk?
sidewalks start warping and distorting in different directions, with the distorted screaming lasting a full 8 minutes before abruptly cutting off. A fragmented scene is shown with a strange face, and a man is heard saying, "Real suffering is not known," followed by a gunshot. Mickey Mouse's face is shown to supposedly signify the end of the video, with what sounds like a broken music box playing in the background. Legend has
It's working.
the first person to have watched the
Still
full
playing.
video committed suicide shortly afterwards for unknown reasons.
Unknown reasons. Or just because the writer was too lazy to describe why.
The Rake.
The
Rake
rake.
is a creepypasta story
I'm gonna rake your leaves today.
That stalks and attacks
You heard of this guy?
people in a manner similar to the Slenderman. The Rake is a weird creature who is said to stalk people in ordinary areas like gardens and trees, but he will never attack unless provoked, but will stare and follow you around. Its facial features are somewhat similar to the infamous Slenderman, with reported 2 large eyes and a small mouth which expands to 5 times its size when provoked and attacking, revealing
The weirdest
an
thing
arm
ever.
small but sharp, bludgeoning teeth that has no escape, with no chance of ever getting out alive.
Okay.
You're just like, okay. Okay, I don't give a shit.
Candle Cone.
I think I've heard of
There's
that.
this blog post
This one's really
that
stupid.
talks about a very old kids show, which was about pirates and had some controversy because of the main villain being a skin-taking skeleton.
Kill
A
Cove.
horrific screaming episode.
I made fun of this. It's still on my channel, guys. I literally made fun of this on my channel.
Ship screaming at the camera while Jen is crying, possibly having been through hours of it. His recollections of the show are treated back.
Yeah, I made fun of this. I totally did.
If
you wanna see that, check out my channel.
Or not.
Luigi578.
Or not.
If you didn't know already.
Or
By
not.
the end, it's implied that the show is something much more sinister.
I need more subscribers.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Number 9. Wow, we're actually getting serious now, I hope. Oh, this is the My Little Pony
Hello
one.
there, everybody. This is your favorite creature of chaos, Discord, here to tell you about
This is My Little Pony, I
particular
think.
creepypasta because MDL Mongoose is too scared to tell you himself.
What?
Although I admit
You're on
it's
camera, by the
creepy
way.
enough to even give my goat legs a shiver. It is known as My Little Pony Cupcakes.
What?
You never
It is
heard of
quite
this?
possibly the most notorious My Little Pony.
Okay, tell me, what the what is going on?
Boy is a serial killer who drugs her friend Rainbow Dash, dragging her to a hidden cellar and proceeding to slowly
Actually, this was kind of funny.
mutilate her to death.
But not this part.
Wearing
She got her she got your mask on her.
horns of cutie marks and begins to brutally murder Rainbow Dash sadistically in order to get that special ingredient for cupcakes. The fanfic has caused a lot of fear in the brony community. And
the bronies are freaking pathetic.
Across the internet.
What the fuck?
Blog post and alternate
bronies are pathetic, that's what I gotta say.
The authorship has been attributed to Sergeant Sprinkles.
Oh yeah, they...
Oh, you're here! Hi! I just finished a fresh batch of cupcakes! Oh, but it looks like I'm missing a few. Oh well, you came just at the right time!
You came just at the right time.
Okay. Can I like... I got a question.
Yeah?
Question.
What?
How can a horse carry a knife?
They just can.
No, they can't.
Was originally
This is probably the stupidest of the list.
with its main star being an apple named Happy, who taught children how
This
to
is a
act
Nick Jr.,
and
by the way.
with certain injuries.
I think it was a legit show for a while.
The first couple of episodes seemed normal and went well until after the first two.
I think this was a
Things
legit show, I
started
think.
getting worse and worse.
Huh?
Nickelodeon removed the show.
Yeah, because it's a
And
creepypasta.
removed all traces.
I remember Gullah Gullah Island, and I remember Maggie and the Ferocious Machine. Oh my god, there's so many shows I used to watch when I was a kid!
No one cares.
By a rusty bent stick. But as the show went
I'm
on,
kidding.
it got weirder and weirder. He developed a death stare and an evil smile.
It did not transition to that quickly.
Can somebody just like eat him or
The show
something?
progressed.
You'd eat them.
It's like,
You would just grab him off the stick and eat him.
yeah, I would just be like,
Before it was suddenly taken off.
April 1st. Well, April Fools, guys.
April Fool's, bitch. I'm taking your ass out the air.
Number 7, is it Felipe?
Oh, I've heard of Smile Dog, yeah.
Smile Dog's story consists of a picture writer.
Well, I haven't like heard of it, like I've seen like a picture or something.
Supposedly, she had a story for him which she could use. Rather than speak, however, the lady locked herself up in her room, crying and ranting about nightmares and visions. She then appeared
Weird old
and
lady.
kills herself a week later. All these centered around a floppy disk she was given.
You're not on the camera, I think. Yeah, there.
Smile.jpg.
Viewing
Great.
this image incites insanity
Dog.
in the minds of those who had seen it.
You feeling insane yet?
Reports continue to happen.
Oh yeah, you already are insane.
Resulting
Yeah.
in very vivid, disturbing nightmares. You receive an email named Smile.
Smile.
Have I-
Passing the image onto someone else. Deleting or not viewing the mail will still result in the same hallucinations.
What if that's just junk mail?
After 3 days, the picture will deform and show up much more demonic Smile Dog.
Not even sure if that's a dog anymore.
Resulting in worse nightmares. Attaching the file, that is, spreading the word,
Of
is
course.
the only way to save yourself from the Smile Dog that appears in your
Yes, save yourself by
Some
killing
say
others.
That the original legend began with an image of the devil.
6. No, you better not. You better
Abandoned
humiliate
by
LeBron.
Disney.
They didn't humiliate LeBron.
Abandoned by Disney is about a man investigating a shut-down Disney attraction.
Actually, I think this is a legit place.
Mowglis Palace, located in the
Oh,
Bahamas.
Mowgli's Palace.
Yeah.
What he finds traumatizes him. When he
think
arrives
this is a legit
at Mowgli's
place.
Palace,
It is.
everything appears to be normal. On the
That
outside,
doesn't look
it
normal.
looks like any other old abandoned manor.
It is
Rotting
known for
and
being
overgrown
abandoned.
with vegetation. Upon entering the palace, things got suspenseful. The hooks in the meat freezer were swaying back and forth. The water
Back
was
and
still running in the bathroom.
Through my mind.
And in one resort room, the man assumed he heard a quiet conversation between two people, which then ended in crying.
Yeah.
Then
So you
things
wanna
took
open
a
this
turn
place
for
up again?
worse
No.
when the man noticed a mascot-only room. The odd thing about this room
Yes, it was open.
was, unlike all the other rooms in the palace, this one still had its lock on.
Yeah, don't
Curious.
unpeel this.
The man
Nice job
unlatched
being
the lock
subtle.
and entered.
Bitch.
One door was labeled Character Prep 1, and inside were multiple Disney character costumes. One of these was a photonegative Mickey Mouse costume laying in the middle of the floor. When the man was about to leave the room, the unthinkable happened.
It blew up.
The Mickey Mouse costume stood up and stared directly at him. It spoke to him. Hey, want to see my head come off?
Hey, you want to see my head
The
come off,
demonic costume then pulled its head off.
What if you just said yes?
Blood leaked from it.
What?
Yellow,
You just said yes.
chunky blood.
Wouldn't call it yellow.
The man turned to run and saw 3 words, abandoned by God.
Oops.
After that, he fled the palace and never returned.
Yeah, I don't think I would return.
Slenderman.
Oh, god damn it. Ah, fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this.
With a rather creepy black and
Connor's
white
sleeping right now.
It showed a playground at some
I'll be the-
institution.
I already know this goddamn story. Like,
Who doesn't, honestly?
yeah, even people who don't like Slenderman just.
Continue to grow. The Slenderman possesses the abilities of teleportation, incredible strength, and wondrous stealth.
Incredible strength.
So he's basically Batman.
Interest.
Well, no.
Well, Batman's not 10 feet tall and doesn't creep up on little kids. Or does he?
If you
Well,
look
he's
at
got
his
Robin.
blank, soulless face,
But Batman can't teleport, but he can sure as hell just go super
will
fast.
stalk you for all eternity.
All
Or
of
simply
eternity.
kill you off. Some forms of this myth even state that the Slenderman will skin and eat his victims.
Oops.
Slenderman is a mythical creature. It is often
They just admitted it's a
depicted
myth.
as a tall, thin figure
They literally just
wearing
admitted it's a
black
myth.
suit and a blank face. According to the legend, he can stretch or shorten his arms at will and has tentacle-like
Oh,
appendages
wow,
protruding
that's
from his
so
back.
edited.
Depending on the
On a
interpretations
plane?
of this myth,
How do you get up on a plane?
it can cause memory loss,
I can picture just being on a plane one day and just him showing up.
and video distortions.
Like, hey, hi,
Hey,
it's me, Slenderman.
what's up?
Zalgo.
Who's Zelda?
Zalgo is an internet legend about an ominous entity believed to cause insanity, death, and destruction of the world. Similar to the creature Cthulhu created by H.P. Lovecraft, Zalgo is often associated with scrambled text on web pages and photos of people whose eyes and mouths have been covered in black.
Why are there so many
Zalgo
ponies?
often cultivates
'Cause ponies are
simple,
cool.
childish cartoons or comic strips, which corrupts them. and
SpongeBob.
turns them into hellish-like entities on paper.
Oh, this is more funny than creepy.
The messy, blood-like words of Zalgo appearing in the comic/cartoon. It is known as it waits behind the wall with 7 hands.
He will sing the song.
And a lone cat.
I mean, he will sing the song eventually.
What can he sing?
Number 3. Do not disappoint Dwayne Wade.
Russian sleep experiment.
Wow, they actually didn't.
Russian sleep
Props.
experiment?
Russian researchers in the 1940s conducted a test on 5 people. This test was to keep these 5 subjects awake for 15 days using an experimental gas. They put the 5 in a room with enough materials to live for the next few weeks. During the first few days, the men were showing normal vitals. But after the 5th day, they began to get paranoid. They ceased talking to each other and began to whisper quietly into the microphones. And it just went downhill from there. The men went totally insane.
Would you?
One of them even died in the chamber. The other men were in terrible condition.
Would you
The
be in terrible
researchers
condition?
took the men
Yeah, because I
out
wonder fucking why.
and conducted
I wonder why. It's not creepy. It's just a no goddamn brainer. Why would you do an experiment in which people are like, hey, I wonder if they can sleep for 15 days. I can't sleep. I can't go without sleep for 2 days. I can't just go. What the fuck is the matter with you?
I don't know.
It ain't the gas.
Where did that sugar rush from?
It isn't the gas. It isn't like the just the people. It's that they didn't get any goddamn sleep.
his gun at the last surviving subject and demanded to know what he was. The test subject
What are
responded,
you? I.
Have you forgotten so easily? We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you
The
see.
truth?
Silence.
School?
Paralyzed.
The internet?
Internet.
Eternal haven.
The government?
The government.
Every girl I've ever met?
Is then shot by the researcher. And the last words the subject says are,
Go to good night.
so nearly free.
So merely free. Wasn't that what it's in the Avengers? Ultron?
Maybe.
Jeff, the killer.
Jeffy.
Who's Jeff the Killer?
was
You never heard of this guy?
Nope.
moved to a new home. The day he moved in,
It's either one or two reactions. You probably think it's stupid, or you actually would really like it.
brother Louis were waiting at the bus stop. 3 teenagers attacked them. Trying to stick up for himself, he retaliated and got satisfaction from doing it. Jeff and Louis flee from the scene, and it so happens their parents find out about it. Jeff and Louis refuse to tell them about the teenagers attacking them first, so Louis takes the blame and gets sent to juvie. Jeff later attends the party, and the teenagers show up. One of them sets Jeff on fire.
Oh,
He
yes.
wakes up in the hospital. Once the bandages are taken off, the family is both afraid and sorry for him. The teenagers later confessed it was them who attacked first.
Confessed.
And not Louis. So, he's taken out of juvie. Jeff's mother hears crying in a bathroom, and when she enters the room, Jeff's appearance is morbid. He is burned and cut off his eyelids.
You got the Joker
so he
smell
could never
going.
Sleep, and carved his mouth so he could always smile. The mother runs from the room and alerts her husband, telling him to get his gun.
Get his gun?
Jeff sees this and violently kills
Get
him
his gun.
and the dad. Jeff was seen later running away from the house, never to be seen again. Legend has it that Jeff is still out there.
Jeff.
The last thing a person
Sorry,
can
can't
do
treat this
before he
person
kills
seriously
him
when his name is Jeff.
Go to sleep.
Your name's Jeff, so you're not scary. Finally, number...
Wow.
Finally, the number 1.
Took you that long to introduce it? Please be something worth it. Seriously.
Squidward's
Squidward suicide.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nickelodeon
This is number 1.
tells of the time.
This bullshit's number 1.
A very different episode.
Wait, I think I...
Titled Squidward's Suicide.
This is bullshit.
Oh, I know what this...
2005.
This bullshit's number
Wait, I
1.
know what this episode is.
But it's still bullshit.
Sometimes put little Easter eggs into the episodes as a joke. But this was no Easter egg. As they sat and watched the first run of the original episode, Fear of a Krabby Patty. In the episode, Squidward is practicing for a concert that night. And when he finishes his piece in front of the crowd,
Lupe plays
things start
trombone.
taking a turn for the worst. The crowd, along with SpongeBob, all have hyper-realistic eyes.
Hyper-real... I hate that fucking expression.
Who genuinely
Hyper-realistic?
Yes.
sad and distraught.
Ah,
Next scene shown
flashy.
was Squidward sobbing on his bed, with absolute silence, with a faint laughter.
These everyone's eyes were red?
Before suddenly cutting to a single frame of a dead, distorted child mangled up on a pavement.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why don't you ask the creators of this
Also
crap?
mangled. During the end of the scene, a voice tells Squidward to do it.
Do it. Do it.
As he shoots
Just do
himself
it.
in the mouth with a shotgun.
What the... Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
Episode ends.
Fuck it.
What? You done?
No, just... This is just... dumb.
This is why I want to
Fuck it.
switch to the new one. When I have the
I
chance.
Tested out Cleverbot. We did come across some really disturbing.
What,
Okay,
do we need
yeah,
to see
yeah,
this?
No, we don't.
Alright, so you know what, final thoughts?
This video is fucking stupid. I don't... well, it's not the video. It's just I'm not really a fan of
They
creepypastas.
did, oh yeah, I'm just saying, they did not include like anything actually scary in this.
Well, to you.
I mean, I do not like...
Well, no. There wasn't anything scary at all.
Like,
It's just...
You know, here's the thing. I don't think the cartoon creepypastas are scary, and that's basically the entire list.
Well, it wasn't the entire list. It was like,
Yeah.
some of it was like...
Squidward suicide is not scarier than the Russian sleep experiment.
No, it is not.
Alright, so you know what? Bleach 578.
And Sable Knight. See you guys later.
Why is here to name correctly?
Shut up.